Hey everybody, I'm not sure how many people here saw it, but I am here with the Cutaway motor that I started a couple of weeks ago. I was just out in the garage going through all of my RZ parts and cleaning them up and getting ready to sell everything. And I had enough stuff that I was able to put together an engine out of parts that are no longer viable for a good engine. So all parts that were beyond repair, and I decided to make this Cutaway engine. And as you can see, we have, first of all, on the generator side, we have our flywheel and coil pack under there. I've cut away the case so that you can see the sprocket neutral switch. And I've cut away the case where the actuator for the clutch push rod goes. I put it all on this rack that was made out of an old clothing rack. And I welded a couple of handlebar ends on. So now we have a clutch cable that actuates our clutch. And if we spin the cart around, you can see that we have a full cutaway on this side. I've cut away the cylinder. I've cut away the clutch cover, so that you can see the kickstart gears as they engage with the clutch hub. I've cut away the water pump. I have a oil pump installed. It is still a good pump, so I didn't cut that up. I have a carburetor here. It was a shitty carburetor. It didn't have any threads where the pilot screw is supposed to go, or the pilot jet. And as you can see, if you're familiar with RZs, this is a left-hand carburetor on the right-hand side, because you can see it has the choke plunger there. But again, it was the only carburetor I wanted to sacrifice because all my other ones are still good. And also it gives us a chance to cut away the choke plunger and see how all of this works. We have a vent here for our crossover tube for the choke, a metering valve down here for the choke going into the float bowl. This is our vent tube gallery. That goes to the float bowl to vent it for atmospheric pressure. And you can see I've cut the float in half. There's our fuel tap on the inside. And funny thing, I didn't know until I cut this. It's plastic, foam covered in plastic. I always thought these were plastic hollow floats, but they are actually foam covered in plastic. And there is our main jet underneath there. I also have a throttle cable installed so that we can see our slide and our needle. And of course it's hooked up to the oil injector pump as well. And of course, the whole thing turns over as it should. I've also got the thermostat cutaway, and I have the power valve area cutaway, although I don't have a power valve in it at the moment. I've installed a mirror here so that it's easy to see the exhaust port and the power valve. And as you may notice, I have a Banshee cylinder on one side and an RZ cylinder on the other, because that was all that I had. And actually I'm looking for a left side RZ cylinder and a couple of power valves. If anyone has them out there that are damaged beyond repair and they don't mind selling them on the cheap for this project, I would much appreciate it. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and Catch you on the flip side.